Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Martin and you're watching Astro from Home. Today I'm doing the English version of my mod of the ZWO 2600MC Pro. I built up all the test gear again and let me show you what I did. So it will be a bit shorter than the German version, as all the soldering and so has been done already, but I'm going to explain you what I did. So I already opened up the camera, and this time I have done everything properly with shrink tube, because when I recorded the German version I didn't have any suitable shrink tube available, so I only used electrical tape. And what I did, I exchanged the stock fan of the camera with the noise blocker X51, and I also used those rubber decoupler that no vibration is getting onto the camera body, so that that the whole appearance is a bit more silent, and also there is no vibration, because we have seen in many videos from other YouTubers that once you turn on the cooling of your camera, the stars are getting bigger because of the vibration that is on the camera. And yeah, I think for me it paid off. So let me just close this one before starting the audio test. So here are my screws and the screwdriver, so that I can just close it, that the sound test is properly performed, so that that there is no vibration from the cap when turning on the camera with cooling. And like in the German video, I'm going to have my tube tech with the same sensor, so the IMX571. As a comparison, I have a rebranded tube tech camera under the brand Omegon from a German shop. I'm pretty happy with both of the cameras. They deliver great results, and yeah, just the ZWO one I thought is a bit too loud when cooling is running, and later in the video I will also show how the fan setup looks like on the stock camera. So we have here the 4 screws that you just need to remove, then you can take off the whole cap at the end, but please note the cable from the stock fan is quite short, that you unplug it early. And once those 4 screws are removed, you can also take away the whole body of the camera, that you can blow out the dust a bit and so on. And when you have the end cap off, you just unscrew those 4 screws here at the fan, that you can remove the stock fan and the screws and everything in between. And the fan cover we are going to reuse for this mod. And if you are having a different camera from ZWO that maybe has a smaller body than the 2600 series, what you can do is that you measure with the meter the distance between 2 opposing screws. If it's 50 and a bit millimeters, or slightly above 2 inch, you have to take a 50 millimeter fan as the new one, and if it's 40 millimeter, so something like 1.3, 1.4 inches, then it's most likely a 40 millimeter fan for replacing the stock fan. And now just let's do a brief sound check. I have here my TubeTech camera, so the Omegon. I will just activate the camera in Nina and turn on the cooling. So this is how it sounds like. The TubeTech fan design is a bit more silent than the ZWO fan design, so the comparison is not 100%, but it already gives an indication, and the camera microphone is much more sensitive than human ears, so the difference that you're going to hear will not be too big. And now let me disconnect the TubeTech one and connect the ZWO camera. So, and for the test I'm just using USB 2.0 because it doesn't matter if I'm using USB 2 or 3, everything the same for the test. Just refreshing the camera set in Nina, connecting the ZWO camera now. So here it goes, and let me turn it on. And now the fan is starting to rotate, and you can hear, or at least if you're sitting next to the two cameras, you can hear that it's much more silent than before. And you see here the fan is properly running, and so this should be all good here. And now let's jump over to the drawing, where I can show you how the sandwich looks like with the fan setup, where we can talk a bit about the theory. As you have seen, my other camera was still attached to the telescope. This is my Skywatcher 150 PDS that I had to move here at my desk because I have a project running at the moment, and I didn't want to remove the camera and then fiddle around getting the right rotation again, so I just left it connected. So in the new fan, which is more silent and maybe not rotating that quick, my copy of the ZWO ASI2600MC Pro is still achieving 34.7 degrees Celsius below ambient, and also with the regular fan that is stock in the camera, it also just managed 35.5 degrees Celsius below ambient, so not much of a change. And yeah, looking at the fan design of ZWO, we have a screw that is going through everything, and through the top cap, the fan guard, and then there is a O-ring washer package that should serve as a damper, then the fan, and at the bottom a nut. But why this damper decoupler does not work from my point of view is that the nut is so tight on this package that the fan cannot move anywhere, so that every vibration from the fan is directly handed over to the guard and the top cap, making the whole camera shake. And we have all seen in other videos that once you turn on the cooling of your ZWO camera, the star sizes become larger, and this is a clear indicator of vibration. And yeah, I haven't been able to test my new fan under the stars so far because I have just clouds over a couple of weeks now, just two clear nights where I was using my other camera because I wanted to test something with the Astro Station and also see how the TubeTech AAF is performing, and therefore the new fan didn't have any time now to prove if it's really working. But from what I could hear during dry tests, the result is really good, and that I also will be happy under the stars with the new fan. And I can only encourage everyone to do it who is annoyed by the fan of the ZWO cameras. But yeah, as usual, I will not take any responsibility if the mod fails. So don't blame me. If your camera gets ruined, and yeah, happy modding. So, and then as usual, thank you very much for watching and see you soon.